what I believe that I'm going to be talking about today is trust. Trusting the process, trusting each other, trusting ourselves, and trusting spirit. But it is about attitude, because if we don't decide, right, say that we're going to do it, if we don't have the attitude to actually trust, then we're not going to, because it really is where our mindset is at. And the fact that we, Spencer, are all connected, we are all connected as one. And we have to have that belief system that we aren't in this alone, and that we are. We do need to trust others and trust ourselves again, and trust spirit. And then love is the whole thing that ties us all together, right? That just like Dougie McLean, I think the love is the thing that brings us together. And there are so many, I'm off my pages now I'm going, but there are so many mantras, that we have, like, what is it? Spirit will always show up, right? Don't we always say that, right? The universe has your back. Let go, let God. All of those things, they're all cliches, but I always say cliches are cliches for a reason, because they are really based in truth. And they are these catchphrases, but they really do go back in time, and they really do hold truths for us. And with all of this going on in the world, it's easy to say, how do I trust? How do I trust? How do I trust that everything's going to be okay? But that's exactly where the attitude and the love and the connectedness does come in, that we have to trust that everything's going to be okay. If we're going to believe, have faith, then we have to put that trust in. And it can't just be words. Like, we have to, especially all of us here, we have to go out and we have to then talk the talk, and we really have to be these beacons of, and I don't want to say light, that isn't even the word, but these beacons of truth, really speaking the truth about everything in life, about the fact that life does go on, that it doesn't end here, the truth that there is a plan, and it's not our understanding. It's not our job as humans to understand, right? It's our job to trust. It's our job to have that faith. It's our job to step out on that. And when I say step out on that, it's all of us leaving here today, stepping out on it and sharing the truth, Well, so I'll talk about my experience first. When my son passed, I had to step up and show that I believed that everything does happen for a reason. And it's not my job as a mere mortal human to understand that. And I had to have that trust that he was taken at 17 for a reason. And so that's what I would preach at every wake. The wakes were like parties, and there were colors. And if you wore black and white, you're out the door, you had to come, and it was a celebration. But I would do that. I would get up and I would have these talks in the middle of the wakes, just for everybody, because everybody was 17. Some people had never lost anybody before. I had to explain to them all of this, that we really, 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 really don't have to understand the whys. We just have to trust that everything happens for a reason. And I feel like that was one of the reasons he went, I don't know. Again, I don't need to know. I just have to trust that it really was okay. And so when I was this morning even getting ready, and I am so thankful for this, because during the week I'm wearing a mask, no makeup, hair closed up. And so today I was able to like put makeup on and, and get ready for this. And so as I was talking to my team, I was like, what are we going to talk about? Still at like 9:30, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? And they were so funny. They're like, trust me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about trust. And that's how this came to be. So I know it's difficult, especially when we go worldwide, like Spencer was also saying, that when we think about the world and we're just thinking about how connected we all are. But then we can talk about but we can think about everything bad that's going on, right? Everything hard that's going on. We, in our personal lives, have lost people, because of COVID. Forget everything else. This is huge, impacting all of us. But we do have to trust that there's a reason for this, and that everything is going to be okay. Yes, we're going to lose people, but we all here today know that that isn't the end. It's hard as humans to lose people, but we know that they are with us at all times. And there has to be a reason for all of this. I'm going to say madness, but that's just the human perspective, because in reality, it's not madness. It's really, I don't know, learning, love, even in the midst of all that, the craziness, but we, again, have to be the beacons, and we have to be like, our shoulders have just got to broaden a little more. And we have to trust that, as hard as it's for us individually, together, connected, all of us together can have the attitude, where it's illegal, the attitude and the love to be there for other people during all of this. We have to trust in ourselves. We have to trust each other. But most importantly, we have to trust spirit and know that it isn't our job to know why. So with that, I leave you with love, trust, connectedness, and gratitude.